Hey everyone, this is Galaxy. I decided to do a little about me video and tell you a little bit about my life. I was born on Christmas, and I'm left-handed, and my name is the only one in the world like it, so I'm one of a kind. I'm just kind of destined to be born weird. Like, I was destined to be a weird person, but it's all good. I've lived a pretty long life. I was poor, very poor whenever I grew up, and I lived a pretty hard life. Like I said, I was picked on in school. I was called a nerd. I was skinny. I had a big nose. You know, I was picked on a lot. But, you know, I've gotten through all that and everything. I didn't have many friends when I was growing up, but, you know, all that's changed. I actually have friends now, which I appreciate. But whenever I was 18, well, let me back up a little bit. I've been playing music most of my life. I playing guitar. I played piano whenever I was younger. I was in a death metal band called Despondency for a couple of years, and we did a little 4-song album. I left the band, and right around that time I started getting real sick, and they did every test under the sun to try to figure out what was wrong with me, and come to find out I had lupus. And I dealt with that for several years. Almost died from it. I went to the hospital for like a month, and in that month I spent about 2 weeks in the ICU, and one day I started getting worse and worse, and come to find out I almost died. And whenever they did a bunch of tests and found out what was going on, my kidneys ended up shutting down on me, and all the IV fluid that they were pumping into me started filling up into my body and into my lungs, so I started breathing in fluid, and my lungs ended up getting 80% filled with fluid, and I started going into congestive heart failure. And I don't know how I pulled through that. Some people say it's a miracle. I don't really believe in miracles, but I'm still here. So, you know, since then, I've gone through problems with drug addiction. I was addicted to Oxycontin for a few years and went through all that and everything. I've dated many very crazy girls. I've made mistakes myself. You know, nobody's perfect, but one thing about me is I've learned from my mistakes, and I've learned how to not do the same stupid stuff over and over again, which has helped me out a lot. Which is the reason why I'm doing this, because I've given some pretty good advice. I've lived a very long life, and I've been through a lot of stuff. One thing that I've learned is that there's no use in lying, because lying is it's more trouble than it's worth. Because you tell one person one lie, and then you got to remember that lie, and then keep on telling the same lie, and then you have to lie to cover up your lies, and it takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort to lie. And if you're just honest, you just tell the truth immediately, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, it's over and done with. That's it. It's since I've learned that, my life has become a lot easier. My life has become a whole lot easier, because it's a lot of stress to deal with that, and to be that kind of person. And I've changed that for the better. And I'm very honest, I'm very sincere, and I'm very loyal, and I wasn't always like that, but now I am, and I'm very proud of the person I've become. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'm more than honest with anybody about anything. I have nothing to hide. And the life experiences that I've gone through have helped me become the person that I am. You know, I've done a lot of self-reflection, and I've figured out the things I didn't like, and I've changed those things. And it's a lot easier than you think. It's most of the time you're the one stopping yourself from doing anything, because we all make choices in life, and we all, whether you choose to do something or you choose not to do something, is still a choice. If you choose to sit around and do nothing with your life, then that's a choice that you make. Like, everything you do is a choice, and we don't realize it. We forget about it, because a lot of choices that we make they're not conscious choices. We make subconscious choices and don't realize it. We just don't even think about it, because it comes second nature to us. But whenever you remember that everything you do is a choice, you have a choice in everything. Whether you do it or not, you still make that choice to do it or not do it. it changes a lot. It's very deep, and it's not easy at first, because a lot of times being honest with yourself and realizing that, yes, I did that and that was a choice I made and it wasn't the smartest choice. It's not the easiest to come to terms with it first, but once you realize it and you realize, well, what can I do about it? Well, I just don't do those things anymore. It's that easy. Like, you just stop doing it. It's like punching yourself in the face over and over again and be like, ow, 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 this hurts. What can I do to stop it? This hurts. Ow. All you gotta do is stop doing it. And you can apply that to anything in life that you're doing that's bad for you. You just stop doing it. You know, I'm just smoke cigarettes, but you know, it's a choice I make, and I don't want to stop smoking because I enjoy smoking. I know it's not good for me, but one thing about life is, you know, I almost died when I was 22 years old. Life's too short. You don't know when you're going to die. You can take care of yourself and exercise and eat right and all this other stuff every day, and that's all you do. You can be the healthiest person in the world and be jogging down the street and get hit by a car and die. You know, I believe in enjoying life and living life to its fullest, and whenever you go is whenever you go. You know, some people may not agree with me, but that's the way I feel, and that's how I live life. I live life to its fullest, or I try to at least. There's a lot of things I could do more, you know, and I realize that. But you know, I hope that this little about me section might give you a little bit more insight about what kind of person I am, and feel free to ask me questions. Like I said, I get pretty good advice. I might have to ask you a few questions to try to, you know, clear things up to give you the right advice. And if there's something that I can't answer, I'm going to tell you I'm sorry I can't. You know, only because I don't want to give you some bad advice that might harm you or put you in a bad situation or anything like that. So I will kind of pick and choose who I give advice to, but for the most part, I think, you know, as long as you ask me a decent question or whatever, I'm going to give you some pretty good advice. Also, I'm thinking about possibly doing, collecting the questions that I don't answer, and maybe doing some funny stuff with them, and kind of giving maybe like a sarcastic answer to these questions. Like make a video with a big long list of them and answer them all, and do a little something, a little funny, a little fun, you know. But anyway, well, thanks for all the views and everything, and I hope I get some questions soon I can answer it. Thank you very much, and y'all have a good day, you too.